Welcome back, guys. We are going to continue on with this new patch, and we're going to be taking out Middlebrook. So we've got a nice sizable force here. Looks like they're all full strength, apart from a few from the overcamping. I don't particularly want to bring any supply with me. Right, let's get this done. Got these hanging around here that are trying to come to reinforce Middlebrook. We'll deal with them another time. So a load of these are really under-strength units. Now, this isn't particularly a great thing because they'll all merge up and you can't get merged units to surrender. So we're going to have to wipe them out in detail, which is going to take a short while. I have to admit, I can't even remember if I've outfitted everybody with decent equipment. Yeah, it would be nice if we could start off with a deployment phase, so we didn't have to do all this in battle, because this is going to take bloody eternity to sort out. Yeah, I'll sort this out off camera, because this is going to take a long time. Okay, I think I've set everybody to move. I might have forgot him, actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like I forgot to move him, so let's just move him back here. It's going to be one hell of a battle. So what I'm going to be doing is setting up a horseshoe shape. Well, it's more like a square with one side missing, with my cannons, and then I'm going to retreat my infantry behind. Or I could extend out from the horseshoe, turn it into like an omega sign. So it's looking like one of these artillery didn't go in the right position, so let's just move these back again. Still waiting for these artillery to catch up. So let's just drop these behind here for now. And then let's bring these over to here. And let's bring these lot over to here. Looks like I've finally got these cannons in position. So let's bring these to here. He's just broke. Unfortunately, getting charged here. It is only 17 men, so they'll die almost instantly, but it will reset the timer on the reload, which is a bit annoying. Getting charged again here, so let's just counter charge. I haven't actually got any infantry behind here protecting these cannons. I think it might be a good idea actually to... It'll take these a while to make it over there, but I'll just use these. So I don't have to move the entire line. So he can stay here. Okay, he's decided to stop charging, but now these are charging. He's decided to stop charging as well. Unfortunately, because he takes so many losses from canister, it's incredibly risky to have your infantry in front of your artillery. As you saw there, just instantly killed 30 of my own men. Don't know why he's getting flanked. Oh, it's looking like this cannon's bugged out. His reloading isn't going up at all. Probably because he's near this building here. So let's just drop him behind, seeing as he's bugged out. Gonna need to charge here. And he's stopped again, so let's just drop back. Not sure why he's standing in front of the cannons. Let's drop him back. I don't know where on earth these came from. I only looked away for 2 seconds. Ouch. Literally turned me back for 2 seconds. They were right on my doorstep. Now, one thing you can do is when you lose one of your cannons is pick them up with some infantry, which is what I'm going to do once we've routed these. But we are going to need some support over here. We've got these turning up now. Alright, so I'm just going to pick up these cannons here. And then we're being charged again. That's unfortunate. So let's drop them again. Unfortunately, these cannons here are just friendly firing me. So let's bring him over, get him jumping on these cannons here. I don't know why these are getting rear flanked. Unfortunately, since the flanking changes were brought in, you get quite a lot of instances where you get rear and side flanked when you shouldn't be doing. Not really much you can do about it though. Unfortunately, I didn't see this happening. Let's see if we can just drop him back a bit. Probably not going to make it. He hasn't routed quite yet. Right, we're going to need to drop back a bit here. We could do with routing some of these cannons, but don't really want to break my lines up. Struggling a bit over here. Let's jump another one of these on the cannons. Bring him over to support. Well, I don't know how he is managing to survive and rout 3 units. Unfortunately, these are in a bit of trouble. I'm going to rout with them so they don't take any more losses. Can't select him yet. Hopefully he just routes off. Dear, this hasn't gone too well over here. We should just drop back a bit. Bring them a bit closer to the cannons. Okay, now these are out of ammo, I'm just going to drop them back. No point in having them on the front line if they're out of ammo. drop these back a bit further. Unfortunately, we lost another cannon here. Let's jump on him with him. I don't know if the old artillery bug has been fixed or not, so I don't know if he's just gonna respawn back to 100 men or if he is actually gonna get routed. So this is a little bit sketchy here. I think what I'm gonna do is charge in here, see if we can just deal with him. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back again. Let's just see if we can fall back a little bit further, just see if we can bring them into the cannons just that little bit more. Forgot about him. Okay, so it might be worth calling an end to the battle and going and replenishing the ammo to finish them off, because probably going to be not trading very well with the ammo situation at the moment. So it doesn't really make sense to continue to fight and trading badly. Now I am only using militia at the moment, which is why the kill-death ratio is not so great. But I've got plenty of officers, so I can upgrade everybody to Fusiliers soon. Well, I can do it now if I wanted, or start doing it now. So I think what I might do is just pop out with these. What am I? Just enemies close to the city. So let's deal with this. Let's replenish the ammo here. And then we'll go back in and finish them off in Middlebrook. Looks like I've not brought him back to here yet, so let's just tell him. I'm going to have to do it again once I end that battle. What's he doing? He's on full health. How are these getting on? They could do with a bit of repairing. Really, I need the mini-map open so I can see if there's any naval battles happening. Right. Yeah. So let's get this done. Unfortunately, these are right behind some buildings, so let's just move these. They are going to retreat almost immediately, but just in case they don't retreat, let's start moving some of these out. Just going to have to get them in front of the buildings. Yeah, as expected, immediate retreat. Could try and pursue them. See if we can get them surrendered. But we need to bring him back to port. We got one of them surrendered. Looks like they stopped chasing. I can't be bothered chasing, so I do kind of need one person in Leicester though. So let's send him that way. Right, we're over the camping capacity here, so we could do with... It's actually going to be a while until I can get all of these back up to fighting strength, so I think I might disband some of them and merge the units basically. Now unfortunately, when you've got ships that are requesting sailors, sometimes they steal the troops that you disband. Now the devs have tried to fix this, but I don't know if they've actually succeeded or not, so we'll soon find out. Yeah, it looks like these are crap guns as well, even though I've got better guns available. I forgot to outfit them. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've got 24 12-pounders, 11 6-pounders, so that was my fault forgetting to equip them all with decent weapons. But we can do that now. So, don't know how many of these I'm going to need to disband. We've got about equal number of troops at the moment. I can obviously bring these down. So, I'll do all this off camera, just equipping all my men. Okay, I've got all the housekeeping done. We've upgraded everybody to Fusiliers and equipped them all with decent weaponry. So the majority of them have got 12-pounders. A few of them have just got the 6-pounders, but before everybody had civilian muskets and 3-pounders or 4-pounders, so it's not surprising that I didn't do so good. I'm amazed that I even got 1-to-1 odds on the KD with that type of equipment. But yeah, this should go considerably better now. So it is going to take me a short while to set all this up, so I shall see you after I've set them all up. Right, everybody is moving. Unfortunately, it's looking like this cannon's in the wrong position, so I think it's this infantry that's making it move. Let's just move that. So it's looking like we're outnumbered very slightly. But we've got decent equipment now, so it should go a lot better. Not quite sure what he's doing. He seems to have got some sort of movement glitch. These lots seem to be in position though, so let's move these back to here. These two can come on the end. Yeah, this guy's got a movement glitch. That's rather unfortunate. Don't know what to do with him. Let's just see if I can get him to move back here. It's like he's getting stuck on these cannons here. Maybe that'll free them up. Okay. Maybe if I try and move him now, that'll have unstuck the cannons. It's not ideal with these houses here though, getting in the way of the shots. Right, is he going to fix now? Or is he going to move again? These two cannons here are still struggling. See if we can move these infantry, see if that helps them. No. He's not having much luck, this guy, isn't? Ah. Looks like he might be fixed now. He's pointing the cannons the wrong way, but... oh dear. Let's see what happens when he shoots. Oh, he's turned them. Brilliant. I think he's unstuck. Yeah. Okay, we can move these back now then. where on earth did these just come from? You've got to love the vision. I mean, they are kind of approaching in a field, but still. That's going to be that artillery unit dead. Let's see if we can drop back with him. Come on, fire canister, please. Fire canister, please. There we go. Got rid of him. Okay, you can jump back on them guns now then. Might even just drop these guns back a bit, I'm not sure. Yeah. Can't see him in these fields. Clearly not a good position to be set up in. I'd have to move the whole line though to get away from these fields. I'd have to basically make a V shape. Drop all of these back. Which is a lot of manoeuvring time. Is he gonna... No, he can't see these to shoot. So yeah, I think I am gonna have to do it. Oh, he can see them. Or at least he can see that cannon. Yeah, so I'll let them fire another volley. Right, so I'm gonna drop him. He's gonna go there, he's gonna go here, so let's put him here. Okay, so let's put him here. He's just about to fire, so I'll let him fire his volley off before I move him. I can't even see these and they're just standing in the open. It's rather annoying. He still hasn't fired his volley off yet. There we go, he's firing now. Yeah, I've got these in the field here that I can't see as well. Right, let's just move him back to there. Right, has he fired yet? So let's move him back to here. This is still a bit close to the field. May end up having to move him again. Wait until he's fired his volley off. These are some almighty divisions that they've got here. Right, he's just fired. Is he moving? No. Right, so let's move him to here. Let's move him to here. Then let's move him to here. Let's bring him back here. Yeah, these 300-man units are very, very dangerous. They just instantly rout even a Fusilier company. Looks like they've got another one here. Maybe I should start combining my own forces to be that size. Right, let's drop these back a bit so the cannons can get into canister range. Bad time to fire. Okay, it's looking a little bit better now that we're further away from them fields. Still a little bit too close here and here, but we should be okay. Just bring him up on the edge here. So here's bringing a cannon unit down here. I'm tempted to come round with these See if I can charge him. Yeah, let's see if we can charge from here. See if we can get in there before he loads his cannons up. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I had a feeling that might happen. I was just hoping he'd carry on moving, or my cannons would have routed him, but we managed to get rid of their cannon. That was the primary concern. So that'll do. We could actually try jumping on this cannon. See if we can utilise it. We are getting shot though. Nice, we managed to rout him. Let's see if we can just drop back a little bit, see if we can get the cannons all facing in a line rather than horizontal. So although it looks like they haven't got many men, you can see from the power bar that they've actually got tons and tons of men left. We just can't see them. So all the cannons are starting to run out of ammo again, so it might be time to do a tactical retreat. Restock with a bit more ammo, and then hopefully we can finish them off in the next one. Yeah, I think it's time for a tactical retreat. So it was a little bit better, still not fantastic, but gradually whittling them down. Right, so I'm just going to auto-resolve this because I need the reputation. So I don't know if this has been changed recently, but before, you used to need your men outside of a city for the supply wagon to do its job. So Let's just take them out for a second, wait until the supply wagon just ticks, which is now, then we can chuck them back in again. And then I'm just going to heal up a little bit and then we'll go in and finish them off. So I've got a bit of a strange bug where I can't get these to replenish the last few troops even though I've got recruits in the city, so I'm just going to have to go out with some damaged cannons unfortunately. But hopefully we'll be able to finish them off. I'm going to bring the supply wagon with me this time, just so I can replenish in battle. Looks like it's taking the supply wagon a while to turn around. So he's coming in as a reinforcement, but that's fine. So this time, I'll try and make sure I set up my cannons so they're not near fields. Right, let's see how we get on this time. Fingers crossed we can finish them off now. Yeah, with these merged units it's very annoying because each one of them individual companies, they were at 21 strength there with 4 divisions, so each one of them individual companies is getting reduced to 5 men before they'll actually shatter, where before it used to be 17 or 16. So that was an unfortunate byproduct of that change. Right, I think I might try and run out and deal with these cannons. Well, I might not bother. I don't like disrupting the lines if I don't have to. Because they have still got a considerable amount of men, and if I run out, I'm just going to end up getting some of my divisions or companies in trouble, taking more losses than I actually need to. But it's looking like we're in a good position now, so we're going to be close to being able to take the fight to them and not sustain too many losses. Yeah, I think I might start bringing these out now. He still hasn't retargeted to this guy. Turn around, my friend, turn around. So the reason I'm not charging in, because I'll just sustain a load of friendly fire. And I don't particularly want to keep turning the cannons on and off. Oh, sorry, I had the mic muted. Yeah, so with this flanking force here, I was going to start bringing these out, trying to encircle them, but I can't do too much against a 250 man unit there. So I'll just use these. I think I might be able to pull a couple more out. So I could reposition these cannons if I wanted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just reposition these here like this. It should be fine. Don't think it's necessary. I think the cannons have served their purpose now. It's now the infantry's job to take over. Could try charging here. Don't think I'll bother though. It's going to be a bit risky here, but let's just bring them out. They are actually starting to falter a bit there, so let's have them there and these here. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't quite get the surround done in time, so we're not going to get a load of surrenders, but that will do. We've run them out of Middlebrook, we've got rid of all the cannons. Okay, that'll do. I could spend a minute just topping everybody's ammo up, so I didn't have to do it outside a battle. I'll do that off camp. Right, sorted. So overall, not too bad. With the 3 battles in total, it was probably 1.5 to 1. Not quite 2 to 1, but they had a load of cannons, and we didn't really sustain too much damage from the cannons there, so I'd say that was not too bad. Could have been a lot better, but when they start combining all the forces together, it makes life very, very difficult. Hard to get shatters, and you can't get surrenders, so I'll take that. Now, do I want to charge in with everybody? That's the question. Because sometimes charging in, you get less surrenders than if you stand and shoot. But standing and shooting's a bit of a nightmare as well, because they all block each other's shots. I suppose this would be a good time to have had brigades, but it just takes forever to brigade everybody up, and it's just annoying. So what I could do, just get these out of here, and then you can charge in, apart from with a handful here. In fact, let's leave army. So let's get them, bring them up to here. Yeah, look at that direction that they're going in. That's no use. That's no use at all. Alright, well, we got 1 surrender. They're gonna make it out. I could try and chase him with him. Ideally, you want to get a shot off. Looks like these are gonna just push the way through me. So frustrating. Surrenders in this game are a constant source of annoyance for me. But we have managed to get a few, even though these are going to make it out. So let's just tell these to try and block off these here. Got surrenders there, that's nice. Got a surrender there. And hopefully we'll get the surrender here. So we're going to miss out on all the loot because I'm more bothered about getting surrenders than capturing all the loot. It's looking like he's going to make it out. Ah, we got the surrender. Marvellous. Okay, not too bad. Let's send all these back. Could send him out just to help. Don't know if he'll be able to shoot across there. Don't particularly want to charge him into the sea because weird stuff happens in the sea. Wonder if we're going to get any of this loot. No, it didn't give us anything. I think it disappeared just before I captured it. But I've got quite a lot of loot. Or quite a lot of equipment, I should say, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we got the surrender. Happy days. Let's bring these back here. That will have damaged... Interesting. Oh, is that the first time? Yeah, that's the first time I've actually taken Middlebrook in this campaign. Because I've got to this point without doing any land combat, apart from taking Hubberton and Fort Rice. So that's basically the first land combat I've done. Okay, sorted. I could stay there and capture that loot, but not really too fussed. Right, so I've got a load of organising to do now. Because I want to sort out all of these ships. But I need them all to get all of the crew back. So they're ready for the next naval invasion. Which is going to take an enormous amount of time. So what's next up on the agenda? I obviously want to come and take these if I can, but I think really I want to focus on the coastal cities and then just clean this up a little bit. I think that's the next thing I'm going to do. I might leave Castine. So one thing, I don't know if this is correct or not, but one thing I noticed is if you want to sink enemy merchant ships, it's better to do it if they've got one of their own coastal cities. You don't seem to get many merchant ships arriving if they haven't got a coastal city, so that's why I don't really want to take Castine. So I'll take Portsmouth, Falmouth, and then take these three. But for now, I think we should call it a day for this episode. So, hope you enjoyed the first combat of the campaign. It's a bit late to be doing your first combat in 1st of September 76, but there we are. So yeah, next up, Portsmouth, Falmouth, Stevens, Lovell and Lyman. So take care, and I shall see you soon.